Hello and welcome to day 2 of our journey through 1 John in Greek. So yesterday we looked at 1 John 1:1, that which was from the beginning, that which we have heard, that which we have seen, that which we beheld, and we touched concerning the word of life, something like that. Verse 2 is then a parenthetical comment. You can see the end of the dash here. There's a dash at the end of verse 1. So it's like, and now for an aside. He said concerning the word of life, and so here we have a comment on the life. Now, as we did yesterday, I want to start by giving those of you who are a little bit more advanced in Greek an opportunity to pause the recording and to try this cold turkey on your own. So let me give you a second to do that. And we're back. Okay, so now here's my translation to start us off. And the life was manifested. By the way, with this particular verb, even though it's passive, was manifested, you could translate it appeared. That would be a fine translation for it, an equivalent kind of sense. And the life was manifested, and we have seen, and we are witnessing, and we are announcing to y'all the life eternal, that is, eternal life, which was with the Father and was manifested and appeared to us. Okay. So if you're on the advanced review train, you can go off and have breakfast or lunch or supper or a snack. But anyway, if you want a little bit more detail now, let's dive into this translation. So as I've just told you, and the life was manifested, okay? The life, hey Zoe, the life was manifested. And now what's the translation of this? And we have seen, and we are witnessing, and we are announcing to y'all. This is the personal pronoun. It's dative plural, to y'all. By the way, we saw Rakamen in the first verse. That Kappa Alpha tells me it's perfect. We saw it, and it's still, I can't get it out of my head. But these are both, as we'll see in a second, present tenses. So because it has stayed in my head, I can witness and announce to you. What am I announcing? I'm announcing the life, the eternal life. This is the life, the eternal. We don't put the adjective after the word in English. Other languages do. French does, for example. But we put it in our Greek computer, and it comes out the eternal life, which or that was with the Father. By the way, I might as well mention this while I'm here. This use of pros, it seems to me, is very Johannine. In the Gospel of John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was with God. It is pros ton theon. Normally, I think of pros as meaning to or towards. So this is a kind of thing that John, it seems to me, does more than maybe others do. Okay, the eternal life that was manifested was with the Father, and then was manifested to us. We have a sense of preexistence here, don't we? This is part of Johannine theology, that the Word existed before it became flesh in Jesus. So, and was manifested to us. Okay, so there's the kind of expanded version of the translation. So now let's get into some grammar. Okay, and the life. And this is nominative, so it's the subject. Now, can you parse ephanerothe? What are the meaning bits? What are the morphemes? Not morphine, but what are the meaning pieces here? What do you notice? If you've had Greek, you should notice the theta eta. And what does the theta eta indicate? That's right, the theta eta indicates aorist passive. And then that suggests that this is an augment on the front, and the word, if you take the augment off, phaneroo. For those of you who are starting your Greek journey, an augment is used in certain instances to indicate past time. It was manifested. Notice was manifested comes out of one word. Actually, it was manifested comes out of that one word. It's not one word in Greek, one word in English. In this case, it's kind of 3 words in English for one verse. One word in Greek, it was manifested. And of course, since we have the which is the life, actually life is feminine, but that's not important right now. It's third singular, so it's a he, she, or it subject. Okay. Okay. Did I say okay? So let's do some parsing here. He'arakamen. Can you parse he'arakamen? If we start at the end and move back, men, don't think participles here because never mind. So it's o-ace, amen. It's a first person plural ending. What's the kappa alpha tell me? That it's perfect. It's a little bit mangled, but you can kind of see horao hiding in there. This is from horao. This is irregular, okay, for those of you wondering what's going on here. But it is perfect tense, and it's active. Kappa alpha told me it was perfect active. It's indicative because the connecting vowel isn't fried. First plural because of the men, horao. We have seen, and it's still in my eyes. Okay, what about martyrumen? Martyrumen. Okay, there's men, a lot of men here. We are men. Men is, again, first person plural in each of these cases. It means this. It indicates that the subject is we. These two, all the letters of the present stem are there, although the second one is martureo. I call it a crash verb. It's a contract verb. What happens is this vowel, this epsilon, crashes into the ending see, omicron this is the normal ending here. So an epsilon and an omicron crashed into each other, and ooh, there's been a crash here. We have a police line on the top that says, "Step back, there's been a crash here." But all the letters are there, even though the epsilon's mangled, that this is a present tense. Nothing's been done to the stem. And men is an active ending. It's indicative because, again, the connecting vowel is not fried. It's crashed, but it's not fried. Martyreo. So we are witnessing. The primary connotation of the present tense in Greek is continuous action. We are witnessing. We are announcing. It's not a one-time thing. At 5 o'clock, I'll be witnessing and announcing. No, it's an ongoing kind of witnessing and announcing. And then pangela men, again, it's present. There's nothing done to the stem. Same as this one. Okay, and I already mentioned that humin is a personal pronoun, dative plural. Y'all, to y'all. Okay. So this is an attributive construction for you Greek fans. An attributive construction is the eternal life kind of construction. The good man kind of construction. The red cup. That's an attributive construction. Greek can do it in two ways. It can do it the way we like, which is the English way, the eternal life in that order. But Greek can also do it this way, the life, the eternal. And it means the eternal life, but a little bit heavier on the life than on the eternal in this particular case. So that's called an attributive construction, and it's of this adjective, eternal. Okay, hatus. Hatus is it's a conditional relative pronoun. I mean, what am I going to say? It's a funny little word. It basically means who or that, whoever, whatever, something like that. It's actually two words that have been fused together. It's kind of cat, dog, except it's a relative pronoun and an indefinite pronoun that have been connected together. So you have has and tis. Now, what's interesting about this is a fun word if you're into punishing yourself. Both parts of the word change and decline. So like has is masculine, nominative singular. Hey is feminine, nominative singular. And ho, as we saw yesterday, review yesterday, is the neuter, nominative singular. And so you can see that the front part is changing or declining in different circumstances. Then the second part is declining as well in its own way. So tis. This is the masculine and feminine form of tis, what's called the indefinite pronoun, someone, something. And then ti is the neuter form. So it's a fun word because both parts of it, as it goes to genitive and dative and accusative, both parts of the word are changing. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just wait, the letters are coming. Okay, so it's a fun little word. Whoever, whatever, whichever. Okay. Ain. We saw ain yesterday, so we're 2 for 2 in verses that use ain. Ain is the past tense of a me, which means to be. And so ain is third person singular, imperfect indicative. He, she, or it was. So the eternal life was, which was. And then the last part here, with the Father and was manifested to us. Okay, so we've done our homework, If you're reviewing from having had Greek, you can go and now have supper. But if you're just wanting to learn Greek for the first time, let me quickly go through the letters. You're going to have to, I'm going to go quickly because I'm attention deficit. But you might want to keep pausing the video or so that you can learn each letter as it goes. So let me go ahead and I'll tell you the letters and then I'll pronounce the word. By the way, the name of the letter is not the same as the pronunciation of the letter, as you'll see. So this is the word for and, kappa, alpha, iota. It's pronounced chi. So it's not you don't pronounce this kappa, alpha, iota. That's not how you pronounce the word. You pronounce it chi. Kappa, alpha, iota, that's just the names of the letters. But the sounds of the letters are k and I. So chi means and. Rough breathing mark, rough like the sea. This is an eta, hey. By the way, the ancient pronunciation is different from the modern pronunciation. If some modern Greeks get on here who don't know about biblical Greek, they get very upset with me for not pronouncing it correctly. They would say something like "zoe" for this, but it is conventional in teaching New Testament Greek to pronounce this hey, zoe. Zoe, life. Zeta, omega, eta. Okay, that's a grave accent, just like this one. Don't pay any attention to it. Just tells, I use it to tell me where to put the stress. Okay, that's a smooth breathing mark. It's the opposite of a C. Epsilon, phi, alpha, nu, epsilon, rho, omega, theta, eta. Ephanerothe. Okay, see how I put the stress on the O because the acute accent is there. Chi again. Epsilon, omega, rho, alpha, kappa, alpha, mu, epsilon, nu. He-o-ra, kamen. Okay, chi again. Mu, alpha, rho, tau, upsilon, rho, omicron, upsilon, mu, epsilon, nu, with a circumflex. Marturu, men. Chi. Alpha, with a smooth breathing mark, so we don't put an H in front of it. Alpha pi, I'm sorry, it's not pi, it's P. Alpha P, alpha, gamma, gamma, epsilon, lambda, lambda, omicron, mu, epsilon, nu. So gamma, gamma is pronounced like angel, anyway, so let me pronounce it. Apangelomen. Upsilon with a rough breathing mark like the C, so it's who. By the way, again, a modern Greek person would get upset with me. It's he mean. It's he mean. Again, that's not conventional in teaching New Testament Greek. It's humin or humin. You could do humin. Humin, not me. Okay, so this is upsilon, mu, iota with a circumflex, nu. Tau, eta, nu, tain. This is zoe again, but this time it's in the accusative case. That means Greek has cases. So this is when it's the subject, this is when it's the object. So the life was manifested. But here we are announcing the life. We're announcing what? We're announcing the life. It's the direct object. And so the direct object of a feminine word, you put a nu on it. Tain, zoane. Zeta, omega, eta, nu. Here's the word the again. The, tau, eta, nu. Tain. Alpha, iota, smooth breathing mark. Notice that when you have a two-letter combination, that's called a diphthong, two-thound. So this is I. It's pronounced together. I. See how when you say the two sounds fast enough, it becomes one sound. I. And so with diphthongs, the breathing mark goes in the second letter. Omega, nu, iota, omicron, nu. Ionion. Okay, rough breathing mark. Acute accent, ignore the accent, just put the stress there. Hey, tis. Eta, tau, iota, sigma. Eta, nu, ain. So that's a smooth breathing mark and a circumflex. P, rho, omicron, sigma with a grave, pros. Tau, omicron, nu, tone. Tone is another article. See, the article has to agree with the word it goes with. It has to agree with it in gender. So if it's feminine, it has to be feminine. It has to agree with it in number. So if it's singular, it has to be singular. and it has to agree with it in its what's called the case. Like this is the subject case, this is the object case. So the article has to go along with it. Sometimes it'll look the same, but sometimes it won't. Like here, the word the and the word it goes with don't look the same. P, alpha, tau, epsilon, rho, alpha. Patera, paternity, this is father. Kappa, alpha, iota, chi again. Epsilon, we just saw this, ephanerothe. Eta with a rough breathing mark. We had upsilon with rough. Notice this is to you, and this is to us, and it has a U on the front, and it means to you. Imagine that. This is also data, but this is to us. Eta with a rough breathing mark. Mu, iota, nu. Amen. Okay, we've done it. We've done 2 verses of John, 1 John in Greek. So tomorrow, Lord willing, we will move on to verse 3. We'll see you tomorrow, same Greek time.